Mhm. Oh, bye-bye. Yeah, Father, how am I? Yeah, we got all the fun at the end. The heat up.
Yo, what up? How are we?
Good, my brother. We'll just mute you up for a moment. Okay, the point. Okay, the point. Sharp and ready, Fano. Looking good, looking good. Wait for the rest of the Fano to arrive. Jimmo, you're up. Crazy. Even in the body. Oh, we're just gonna mute your audio suspects. Yeah, that's the one. Hey Lee. Can you guys hear the sounds? Give us a thumbs up. Ah, yeah, awesome. Yep, Joe ready to rock too much. Yeah, but full fast. Okay. Oh look, we got the plan up the top. Right on, Modi order, Modi order. We're slowly gonna start our class today. Awesome. Modi order, whānau. Mihi nui aroha. What an awesome buzz, what an awesome moment to connect in with you all and share this awesome little wānanga with you fellas. We're going to start this little experience, this web class, with a nice deep breath. So closing the eyes, taking a nice deep breath in and releasing. And another one, breathing in. And releasing. One more, breathing in. And releasing. Inviting you fellas to close down your eyes and just tune in to my voice. Ngā mihi nui aroha, tēnā koe, our whānau, our tupuna, our ancestors. We are grateful for this opportunity to connect kānohi ki te kānohi in this virtual world. May we move through this little wānanga, this little web class with open minds, open hearts, and the motivation to learn, to grow, and to download and receive. This is a safe space for us to express, to connect, and may we land with full presence, sharpness, and an open mind. Mauri ora whānau, mauri ora. Wicked, wicked, wicked. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome whānau, mauri ora. Okay. We're going to get straight into it. I want to create some breakout rooms, and we're going to have a bit of an introduction session. You're going to be in a breakout room with your mate, with a partner, with a person, and you're going to have a little wānanga. I'll give you fellas about 10 minutes. And well, the max will be 10 minutes, but if you guys have already connected within that time, you can come back to the main rōpū. I just want to know 3 things. Tell me 3 things about your partner who you get in your breakout room with, okay? Ka pai? So let's see how this works. Let's see how this works. So 3 things about your partner. That's what we want to share. You're going to go away into a breakout room, connect in with a person, and we're going to see how this breakout room situation works. Yeah, here we go. 4 breakout rooms. 5. Yep, you're in it, my love. Okay, it's going to assign you automatically, and we'll see how this works. Okay, let's go. I'm creating. There should be 2 participants in each room. Let's go. Yeah, okay. It's randomly chosen who's going to go. Okay, so if I click open all rooms, it should just teleport you to your room to have your little wānanga. Introduce yourself. Tell a little bit about yourself. You got 10 minutes, sort of 5 minutes each. Get to know each other, and then when you come back to the main rōpū, you're going to introduce your partner. Tell me a little bit about them. Ka pai. Okay, open all rooms. Does that? Okay, yep. There you go. Yeah, see you later. See you later. See. Wait, is Bex? Are you in the mate? Nope, she's in there too. Okay.
Hi, Joe. Did you hear me? Joe, can you put your camera on and unmute yourself? Yes, I hear you now. I don't know if you have your camera on off on purpose, but I would love to see you. Yeah. Hello, how are you? Good. You want to start sharing with some introducing yourself, or tell me some cool facts or interesting secrets, maybe? Yeah. Uh, how is your connection with the underwater world at the moment? Yeah. Yeah. Good. Mhm. Cool. Thank you for sharing. And if you'd like to share, I would love to know what is your greatest strength and what is your greatest fear? Mm-hmm.
Gee, that was quick, brother. Wicked.
I'm sorry, you're getting around the background maybe here. Yeah. Your weakness. How can you describe it more? Like what do you mean with not knowing? Like the
leave the moment. Like it was only yesterday. I remember all the things you told me. Don't take what you got for granted. Give some to receive. I made a weak one focus is battle. Still keeping my powder dry. Still got no alibi. It's the things that you done for me. Oh, things are who I am. Hard work that makes the man. Keep it on, you know I can. 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 You know, you know, you know, you know. Not gonna let this thing bring me down. It's cold outside, but it's so warm when you're around. Not gonna let this thing bring me down. No, won't bring me down. Won't bring me down. It won't bring me down. Oh no, I won't bring it down. Oh no, it won't bring it down. Oh no, it won't bring it down.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, we're going to start with the bros who were just lightning fast. They only probably needed about 2 minutes and they're already back. Quick kānui ki te kānohi, the brothers didn't muck around. We'll start with the bro Jamal, and you're going to introduce your mate and let us know those 3 things about the bro. Handing the microphone to the brother Jamal. You can unmute, brother, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, kia ora whānau. So my partner was Zach, and one of my 3 things about the bro was he's from Wellington. It's his birthday tomorrow, and he's a builder. Yeah.
Wicked. Kia ora, brother Zach. Kia ora. Kia ora. Your turn, brother. Yep.
Are we on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hear you.
Sweet. Hi, my guy was Jamal. He's almost the same age as me. He's 27. He's got 2 kids, and he's from Whangarei.
Wicked. The brothers didn't muck around, eh?
Nah, straight to it. No mucking
Straight
out.
into it. Sharp and ready. Awesome, brother. Wicked to connect in with you fellas. And you fellas might actually be good dive buddies for the program. We'll suss it out.
Yeah, hard out.
Thank you, brother.
Sweet.
Awesome. Okay, we're going to hand the rako to Vipul. Vipul? Yeah, my bro.
Kia ora. Hey, bro is Tahira. He's from Wairoa. He is a videographer, and he does work doing documentaries. He's done a couple documentaries about some youth programs and really cool stuff. And that's how he actually learned about the program here. He's 26 and he likes to box.
Very cool. Very cool.
Kia ora, everyone. Yeah, this is Vipul. He's from the US. He is a doctor at the hospital in the intensive care unit, and the bro's into boxing as well. We trained at the same gym.
The stars align once again. Bloomin' heck, you fellas just got randomly put into that thing. Awesome. Okay, who do you want to hand it over to, Brother Hira? Pick a name.
West James.
Where's my brother?
Yeah, boy, in there.
Kia ora whanau. I had the pleasure of meeting Tony Lee Waihape from the Manawatu, and her favourite kai moana is ika fish. She has 3 tamariki, 13, 9 and 6, and she shared that one of her fears was social anxiety, but she's making progress to work on that by being on this awesome program.
Awesome.
And being comfortable in her own skin. Full power, sister.
Mauri ora, brother. Mihi. Tony, yep, there you go. Oh no, let me give you a hand. Ask to unmute. There you go. Try that. There you go. Yep.
Kia ora te wei. So I met Wes. Wes is actually his middle name, Wesley, short for Wesley, from Taranaki. He also has 3 children, daughters, and he is an entrepreneur coach. He's also swam all the way out to the deep sea from the shore. Deep sea is kind of where where his fear is, and so he's really keen to meet the depths when we go out on this wānanga.
Yes.
Kia ora.
Kia ora, sis. Kia ora, Wes. Kia ora, Tony Lee. Awesome. Who do you want to hand it to, sis? Pick a name.
I will hand it to Tracy.
Tracy. Kia ora, Tracy.
Oh, kia ora whānau. So I met Bex and I read it down, sorry. So I met Bex and she's from Taupo. She loves the water and she's really excited to be part of this group to learn. She doesn't really have anyone in her whānau to get kai moana. So she really wants to learn, really keen to learn that.
Awesome.
She's a self-employed painter.
Wow.
And she's, really excited. Ka pai.
Kia ora, sis. Kia ora, Tracy.
Water.
Yep.
Kia ora. I met Tracy. She's from New Zealand. Doesn't really have any previous diving experience. I think the open ocean's a bit intimidating for her, but she's also really excited to join this, this group, this space. But out of her comfort zone. But excited to meet new people. She's a theatre nurse, and was originally a shearer, but then got into being a theatre nurse after her son was born.
Okay. Kia ora, sis. Mauri ora. Who are you handing it to? I think there's only 2 left, though.
Joe.
Joe. Kia ora, brother Joe.
Kia ora. Three.
Yep, I can hear you. Yep, we can hear you.
Oh, yeah, cool. Hey, kia ora, it's Joe here. Hey, I had the pleasure of meeting Simone, and she's actually nursing a baby chick tonight. I think a newborn.
Yeah.
And so Simone's she comes from Holland, and she had the pleasure of witnessing her husband Ra catches not his first, but his his kingy the other week. So, and that was a great experience for her to witness.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
And that was nice of her to share that with us.
Okay. Kia ora, brother. Mauri ora.
Cheers.
All right, there you go, my love.
Myself. All right. Okay, so I met Joe. Joe is 41. He's from Auckland. and he's here to get more exposure to the ocean and gain more knowledge about the underwater world. Last time we went diving was Christmas, New Year's Eve. I think it was Fletcher Bay, if I remember correctly, but north of Coromandel. And his greatest strength is giving things a go. And he shared some other beautiful wisdom, and he said, you don't know until you try. And he learned this from when he was young and like had no idea of if he could play rugby, but he gave it a go. And that is something that he took with him for his whole life, putting him maybe in uncomfortable situations, but getting out on the other side. So I thought that was really, really cool wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That-
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful whānau. Wicked. The brother Jamal said he's going to cut out soon, but he'll be back in a little bit. Massive, awesome to connect in with you, whānau. Everyone's got their own little flavor. You know, we all come from different walks of life, but we all coming together into this space to let me just make sure my volume's up so you folks can hear me. Yeah, you should be able to hear me. We're all getting into the space with a common intention and with a common goal. And I feel grateful, I feel privileged that I can support you fellas in building a relationship with Moana. It is really an honor for me to do that. And it's really also really extra awesome that you fellas have made a commitment to invest in your connection with the Moana, to invest in this path, this 6-week journey, and with this awesome experience at the end when we're going to go and have our dive camp. That's going to be so cool. So it's going to be an adventure up to that point. Whānau, buckle your seatbelts. We're into it. Hey. So let's get stuck into this classroom. Let's get stuck into this session. Okay, here's our overview. Can everyone see the stuff on your screen? All good? Yep. Awesome. Okay. Also, if you want to put anything in the chat, just put it around the chat. Leave questions, comments, anything that you want in the chat. That's cool. Oh, kia ora, brother Kiri. I don't know if brother Kiri was nothing. If you just started, okay.
I was just emailing him back.
Okay.
He's in the waiting room?
Oh, is he? No, he's here now.
Okay, cool.
Kia ora, brother Kiri. We're getting stuck into it. Okay, course overview. So this is the first week. We're going to move into. So the overview is going to be breaking down the 3 keys. The 3 keys to becoming a confident kai gatherer in mahi kai in the Moana. The first key is becoming comfortable. So tonight, we're going to be talking about mask, snorkel, your fins, equalizing, and then a little bit more about the pool training guide that I'm going to give you fellas for this week's training sessions you fellas are going to get stuck into. And then next week we're going to just carry on with our gears, talking more about our gears. We're going to dive into our weight belts, our wetsuits, all the breath techniques. We're going to start working on our breathing. And then week 3 we're going to move into the second key, which is how to move. We're going to talk more about the duck diving, water entry and exit, and some buddy stuff. And then week 4, we're going to start planning our lake training mission. So we're going to put all of these first 4 weeks into practice when we're connecting with each other. Hopefully, by that time, we're going to give enough notice so that we can sort of organize ride shares. I'm really feeling Lake Taupo. Who here was from Taupo? Did I? Yeah, okay, Bex. Awesome. So you might have some connections or something over there, somewhere we might be able to. I know Jay's in Taupo as well. And I know Taupo is halfway between the brother Wes, the brother Stone Thrower too, over on the Taranaki whānau. It's kind of quite central, eh? So it's probably our best bet. And Taupo is such an epic place. So we'll dive into that. After week 4, we'll have a wānanga about that stuff. And that's going to be cool, man. Like putting all of our all of our awareness, all of the things into practice, because the first step to becoming a confident Kai gatherer and to actually even thinking about gathering Kai is to be fully comfortable and aware of your body, of your breath, and not having anything that your mind hanging out or can distract itself with in terms of leaky masks, foggy masks, slippery fins, all of the things. So this journey is about really fine tuning our spacesuit, our liquid spacesuit, and just becoming really sharp. Your computer thing's on, baby. Thank you, Brother Wes. Thank you for making that. Oh yeah. Well, it would be, yeah, because yours is in there. Thanks, brother. Cheers. Yeah, awesome. Okay, you fuzz. There's no echo now. Cool. So then we're going to move into mind-body connection. We're going to talk more about the Kaimwana, the identifications. We're going to talk about the weather apps, and we're going to move into like facing fears, talking more about fear over faith, and how the Moana is just such an epic place to really bring that part of us out so we can work with it, so we can sit in it. And then our last week is going to be about the whole program reflection. We're going to prep, we're going to organize, we're going to just really dive into what our camp looks like. Location will be organized by that time as well. Ride shares, all of that cool stuff. So we've got a really epic 6 weeks planned, whānau, and we're really giving it 100% on this program. This is our first real blast at creating this online web class program, and we really want to give it a good go. So thank you, fellas, for being here and being part of this experience. Okay, let's move forward. Any questions? Just leave it in the comment in the chats. We'll move on to the next slide. We're going to talk about the do nots first. The do nots when free diving, whānau. So when you're in the moana, or when you're even in the lake, or when you're diving, do not hyperventilate. Hyperventilation is quite dangerous because it tricks your body into thinking it has more oxygen than it does. Is everyone aware of hyperventilation and what that is? If you're not aware, raise your hand. I'll speak into it anyway. Hyperventilation is just like, okay, it's just like it's breathing really quickly. And so you're filling your body with oxygen, and it can increase your risk of blackout. We'll talk more about blackout later on. The solution is to take calm, controlled breaths before diving. Part of this journey is about relaxing and not being forceful with your breathing. The next do not is don't push through your discomfort. If you feel uncomfortable, if you've got sinus squeeze, or if you've got like pressure in your head, or don't push through with your dives, because it can actually cause more damage than good. And it's difficult sometimes when you're out there, you've just got out in the moana and you're ready to gather some kai, but your tinana is not 100%. Trust your body, and self-awareness and control, not the ego. Do not dive when you're unwell. So I'd love to just expand on, like, don't dive when you have some snotty nose, because it is so important for your sinuses and for your airways to be clean and clear, so that you can equalize and properly adjust to the atmospheric pressures. We're going to talk about that stuff later on. Don't skip your warm-up. Just have a little warm-up. Get your stuff. Do some breath exercises. Basic stuff. Just warm your tinana up, lubricate it, get it ready to rock. We'll put a weirdo out in this program. We can set a challenge for everybody. Brother Wes might actually have a nice little morning routine that he'd like to put in our rōpū for everyone that put the wet oil out there. Maybe we want to have a little morning routine or something, you know, for the 6 weeks. This is going to be it's a powerful space and an opportunity for us to fully really transform and make the most of it. So we'll feel into it. And we've also got our Facebook Ropu that we'll talk about more at the end as well, that you guys need to jump into so we can keep in contact easy. Don't equalize too late. We'll talk more about equalizing, but equalizing is releasing the pressure in your head. And if you don't equalize early enough, you're going to build a lot of pressure, and you could also do a lot of damage to your sinuses. And there is a rule of thumb: you equalize as soon as you leave the surface. But we'll learn more about that soon. Don't hold your breath past your limits. Just always, this is part of the journey too. When you're diving with other people, sometimes you can be a little bit more courageous. You got this almost like a false sense of safety with another person around. So we're going to dive more into just finding your edges and then meeting them and then sitting in that wānanga and then gradually pushing through them. Keeping in contact and connection with your buddy, your dive buddy. Don't use equipment that you're unfamiliar with. It's always epic to get out there with your gear and you've already had a tutu around with it first. There's nothing worse than getting in the moana or in the water and you've planned your mission. You finally get to the ocean, you turn up, you jump in the ocean, next minute you got a foggy mask or it leaks. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, and don't rush your progress. Freediving is about slow, steady progression. Stay patient, stay present, and you'll get better results. That's one of the amazing gifts that the moana can teach us, is to actually slow down. You know, we live in such a high-paced, intense environment. This is part of the medicine that the ocean gives. And one of the main things that I just will emphasize is alcohol and the ocean do not mix. No. Okay, alcohol and the ocean do not mix. They are not friends. Okay, no drinking on the ocean or around the ocean. No drinking. Did you hear that, people? No drinking before a dive. No drinking the night before whānau. No hangover dives. No hungry kin mission dives after a hangover night over on the booze with your bros. Maori order, brother. Yeah, not the one. You can cause a lot. Not only is it in a lot of ways disrespectful to the moana and its potential, but it's also, physically has its negative effects as well on your sinuses and on your brain. Okay. Yeah, alcohol and land doesn't mix either. Alcohol and land doesn't mix either, sometimes. Okay, so this is how we're gonna move forward on this wānanga whānau. I want you guys to change your perspective of the moana. I want you all to visualize the moana as a person. Okay? I want you to connect a visual image of Tangaroa, the moana, whoever you imagine it to look like. You can just use your imagination right now. You can sit in a wānanga with it. You can do a meditation with it. But I really want you to connect, to transform the moana into a humanoid figure or something, a person that you can relate to, okay? You fellas, did you hear that? Kapai? Yeah. And so we're going to move forward. We're going to move forward on this program and in this journey with you. When we visit the moana, you're going to visit this ancient, powerful being who has this incredible mātauranga, this incredible wealth of ancient knowledge, this ancestor who's been here millennia since the dawn of time. Hey, whānau, since the dawn of time. This is a really awesome visualization technique that I used when I was sort of first getting into it, that really helped me expand and tap into that self-discovery aspect of it. was really, really powerful. So I'm going to put that there for you fellas. Sit with it, have a little wānanga with it, create the image in your mind. Maybe he's a, just a silhouette of water or something, It's up to you. Ka pai. Is anyone seeing any images at the moment? Leave it in the chats if you're seeing any images or any outlines or any colors or anything like that. Feel free to leave it in the chat. Okay. I want you fellas to write down some goals. You can put it in your phone. You can put it on a piece of paper or whatever it is. What are your goals for this program, whānau? What are your goals for this program? Is it a depth goal? Is it a goal to hold your breath for a certain amount of time? I want you to come up with a goal, and that's going to be your star, your star in the sky. We're going to work towards those goals. What is it that you want to achieve throughout this program? Write those down, have a think about it. Have a little wānanga with yourself, spend some time on that. And I'll leave the floor open if anyone wants to share what they have. So if you want to share what your goal is, just raise your hand, unmute your thing, and drop it into our rōpū. That's right, Tony Lee. Moana, a celestial being. Yeah. And this, we think we're all going to the same ocean, but the ocean really is unique and particular to you. It is a reflection of your reality, of your own uniqueness. So the moana is going to show up it's going to show up with all of the beautiful gifts and the challenges, mainly the challenges and the resistance that you need, that's necessary for you to grow and to evolve and to elevate into a whole nother version of yourself. A little story about the dive program I did run today for a couple of young fellas. One of the bros had never dove before, and I didn't quite realize this. We'd already done our pool session, so he was real confident in the water. Could breathe through the snorkel, everything. As soon as we got out into the moana, we jumped off the boat, and the bro went into shock straight away. Went into shock, heart rate just elevated, million miles an hour. He yelled out to me, "Bro," and I looked over. I said, "You right, bro?" He goes, "No." I said, "Okay, hold on to the boat, brother, and just hang there and just find your peace, find your breath, tune into your breath, brother." He couldn't he had to keep his head out of the water for a moment. He just said, "Bro, my heart's going a million miles an hour. I'm finding it hard to breathe." I just guided him back into that slow breath, into connecting with his breath, and also just reminding him, "Bro, take your time, bro. There's no rush. Just do what you need to do. This is your wānanga. This is your connection with yourself, and you're facing it right now." And I sat with him only for a little while. I said, "Bro, just hold on to the boat and just put your head down and just lie on the surface. Just lie on the surface. Just breathe through your snorkel. Just get your calmness back. Just come back into your center. Take all the time you need. There's no rush." And then I left him. I dove straight down underneath him so that he could see what was possible as well, to remind his mind, because that's all that's happening, is the mind is going into overdrive, saying, "Bro, this is out of our comfort zone. This is beyond what we're capable of. But it's trying to do a good job, but he's actually doing more harm than good because we're on the edge of breakthrough. Mucked around with the other young fella. He was already into it, and then just kept checking on the bro. That the best thing to do is, because when a person's in their own wānanga, you just let them. You don't just try not to like continue to like, are you okay? Do you need help? Is this all right for you? Like, can I keep you safe? Or like, bro, a person like those are the breakthrough moments, eh? When a person needs to find that courage within themselves to move through that journey, so that when they come out the other side, they've built like such a deep level of trust in themselves. They know they can do it because they got there. And so after about half an hour, the bro was just hanging off the boat. I saw him slowly let go of the boat, slowly let go of the boat. Next minute, he was staffed with fish on. Oh yeah, by the way, we were probably about 8 meters, 8 to 10 meters deep, so you could just hardly see the bottom, which was, probably playing with his mind as well. And I saw the bro let go, and then I'll just yell out little encouragements like, bro, awesome, brother, that's the one. And then just slowly let go. Next minute, he came and swam over to us and just hung off the boy for a little bit and just keep checking in with him. You're all right, bro, you're doing awesome. And then the bro just broke the ice. He shot down, went down to the bottom, took a breath, came back up 100 miles an hour. I said, "You all right?" He was like, "Yeah. It's a bit tricky, eh?" And I was like, "Bro, you all right, brother? Take your time, bro." And then gradually, like after 2 or 3 more times, the bro was into it. Next minute, he was fully relaxed on the surface. I dropped the anchor on some big kinners down on the bottom, and I said, "All you gotta do is get to the bottom, brother." And then straight down to the bottom, 8 meters deep, plucking the kinner off the reef, back to the surface, cruising, no stress, no worry, get to the surface, just celebration, full celebration. And it's amazing how quick a person can move through, like this fear and this old this resistance that was coming up in him was old. He'd been carrying that fear his whole life, whānau. And we had a little kōrero on the reflections after this wānanga. He was just blown away. And I said, bro, you jumped in the ocean, a certain type of person, and you've come out, you're a whole nother human being today, brother. When you think about how much space is created when you overcome or when you transmute these old fears really are like thorns that get stuck in your foot. So that was awesome. And that's just a little bit of a kōrero about goals and stuff like that. The bro smashed it. Ka pai. Yep, that's just the 3 keys we're going to be talking about over the program. Some very delicious, divine looking keys. And we're going to dive more into becoming comfortable. What's our time? Okay, ka pai. Got time. Any questions? Don't be shy to yeah, becoming one with the moana. Roger, Joe. Importance of the right gear. Okay, let's dive into it. Did everyone bring a mask and a snorkel, or do you have one, or don't you have one? If you have one, grab it. If you have a mask and a snorkel, grab it. If you don't have one, kei te pai. Yep, sweet as Jay, no worries. I'm just gonna demo for you fellas. I'm just gonna demo for you fellas what you need to do when you do get your mask. Okay. All right, I want to see if I can change this view for a second. Let's see, how do I change this? Stop sharing. Oh, there we go. Okay, awesome. All right. You guys can see this? Okay. So when you get your mask, one of the main issues that we have with the mask is fogging and leaking. Okay. This is how you prevent the fogging. Get your lighter. Okay. Get your lighter. And you're gonna burn the inside of the lens. Okay. You're gonna burn the inside of the lens. And when you burn it, you're gonna see this really thin layer of plastic just start to peel away to the outer edges, all right? You're gonna do that a couple of times on each lens. And then you're gonna get some toothpaste if you got some toothpaste and just really give it a good scrub, okay? Really give it a good scrub. And that is gonna prevent your mask from fogging when you're out in the moana or out in the water. Very important part of the first key. On the next slide, we'll talk more about the type of masks. Well, for everyone who's going to be getting some gear throughout this program, this is all you need, whānau. Basic mask, okay? This is a Cressy mask. You can get some cheap ones online. Probably I'd suggest getting something around 70, 80 bucks, possibly. $70, $80 for a good mask. There's the two things that you try not to cut corners on in terms of cost for your equipment is your mask and your fins. Okay. Those are the two things that I would suggest that you invest in. Something decent that fits you good. So my suggestion is that you try it before you buy it, okay? If you're going to go and buy a mask, or if you go to someone's house and you want to borrow it, you've got to put the mask on, all right? And when you need to suck in through your nose, and there should be no air coming in from any part of the mask, okay? There should be no air coming in from any part of the mask. It should just be able to sit on your face when you breathe in through your nose. Yep, that's the one, Wes. Awesome. No air coming in any part of the mask. Now for the men with furry mustaches, you need to be very conscious of this situation here when you try your mask on if you're going to go buy one, because this is the possibility where you're going to get some leaking water coming up underneath. All right. Simple solution for that, you can use Vaseline, put it over here, creates like a seal. Yeah. Yeah. Creates like a seal Vaseline, or you can just give it a little trim on the top. All right. Give it a little trim on the top. But this is a super, super, super important part of the diving journey, whānau. You want nothing going on with your mask, okay? You want it to be clean, not fogging up, and not leaking. Those are the two main important factors for the thing. Vipul, did you want to ask something?
I think there were a couple of questions about how often do you need to do the burning?
Yeah.
You mentioned that, like.
So give it a couple of burns, like when you first get it, okay? Blast it with the toothpaste, and then take it out. And if it still fogs up, do it again. But gradually, like 2 or 3 times, it shouldn't fog up after that. And remembering, okay, before we go diving, before we even jump in the water, you're gonna spit in each lens. Okay? You're gonna spit in each lens. And the reason why we spit in each lens is because this is the technical reason behind it, that there's proteins in your saliva. And the condensation finds it hard to attach to the proteins in your saliva. There you go. There's the theory behind spitting in your mask. All right. So you always spit in the mask before we get in the moana. Just give it a little rinse and chuck it on. Another thing I'll talk about with the mask while we're here is that when it's on your face, okay, You're going to have a hood. You're going to have a hood with your wetsuit. Whether you got a one-piece wetsuit and it doesn't come with a hood, you're going to have to get a hood, okay? It's part of keeping your head, keeping this very important part of your body warm. And you're gonna make sure that you pull the hood over the top of the seal around your mask, all right? Never have the hood underneath it for obvious reasons that when the hood is underneath, the water can get through the mask. All right? Ka pai. Those are some very important things before jumping in. And we'll go over all these practices at the lake as well. But before that, you fellas should have been doing some pool training anyway, so you fellas will soon work it out. So that's our mask. Now, when you go get yourself a snorkel, just get a super basic one, whānau, okay? That's all you need, all right? You don't need the purge valve thing off the base here. You don't need the flash cap thing off the top like this. Just a nice basic tube with a nice flexible mouthpiece, okay? Quite rigid, like not soft. It's quite rigid plastic. It's not going to bend and like turn and twist and all that sort of carry on. It's round. It's round, like it's round. It's not some bloody things are like looking like that kind of buzz. You know, they're kind of like a oval sort of shape. Just get you a basic round snorkel, whānau. Ka pai? Basic round flexible mouthpiece here. What is this? Celion something. Cressy, Mares, Weirdy, you know, just have a look for one. You'll find one. Any questions? No. Tony Lee, did you want to? Oh, where? Oh, where is she? Oh, what? Oh, okay. What is a good brand? Yeah, okay, awesome. Good brand for your mask. Cressy is a good brand, okay. Mares is a good brand. Moray is a good brand. Let me just chuck this. Let me put this slideshow back on so you fellas can see. Okay. Here we go. Try before you buy. Another main thing that you want your mask to have, okay? Let me make sure you fellas can see me. Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh, yeah, okay. You can see the mask? Nah.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, another main thing that you fellas want to make sure the mask has is a soft nose piece, okay? Because some masks have a actual fixed purge valve in the middle here. You want to make sure it's just got a soft nose piece because that's very important for equalizing, for pinching our nose, okay? Soft nose piece. Nice seal. No rips in the seal. If you're borrowing one off your mate or your uncle or something, make sure the seal is nice and clean. Ka pai? Oh, shucks, where are we? Creating space snorkels available. Yeah, my bro. Great idea. Great idea. And gloves. All right. Let's move into fins. Okay. Let's move into fins. If you've got any more questions, just chuck them in the chat, whānau. So here's your basic startup, all right? So, okay. I want to make this very important note. Let me just change our thing, stop sharing. I want to make a very important note when you're going to go buy your fins, all right? Please don't get any fins with clips on the sides. All right? Get you a nice foot pocket like this. Ka pai? No clips on the sides. Nice and flush. Nice and flexible. All right. If you've got some with clips on the sides, try and have a look around for some good ones with just a nice foot pocket on it, please, because the more things that you've got hanging off the side, protruding out from your fins, because we're going to be doing kai gathering, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff, swimming through weeds, swimming around your float line, things like that. There was a perfect example of the young brother today. He went down to gather the kina, and on his way back up, he wasn't aware of where the rope was for the anchor, and the rope got wrapped around his bloody clips on his flipper because he was using the scuba flippers. All right. So that's the importance of having no clips and nothing hanging off your thing. You want to be streamlined. That's also another important thing when you're fit with your fins as well, is that everything is streamlined. You look at a fish. How is a fish designed? Fish don't have bloody big arms with muscles hanging off the side of them. They're streamlined. They're sharp. They're smooth. So that's what we want to try and recreate. The less things you got hanging off you, the more energy you can save, streamline in the water, move a lot quicker. So, but where's this thing? I'm getting sharp with the screen share now. Here we go. So these are these ones here. The black ones are a really good start. They're inexpensive if you don't have a big budget for your gear to start off with. These ones, I think Pro Dive, they're from Rebel Sports or something. You can have a look online as well for some basic ones. 70-80 bucks. That's a pretty good start if you're on a bit of a budget and you just want to start getting used to the kicking and all the stuff. But then I would, if you're going to keep investing in your journey, I would highly recommend getting some of these. Okay. Because when we start entering the moana, the moana is like it can just shift and it can move, and currents and tides and all of these sorts of things. And the bigger your wings are, the bigger your fins are, the more power you have to move through the water. Okay. That's the reason behind the long fiberglass composite fins. They're made out of fiberglass, layered fiberglass, these ruku fins. Okay. And these other ones are just plastic. All right. These plastic ones will do the job to start off with. You can use them in the pool too, if you don't already have some. Okay. So the mask and your fins are the two real important keys to the diving. What's our time? Okay, 20 minutes. And here's just some pros and cons of the differences. Fiberglass fins, efficient, powerful, more powerful than plastic. Smoother, progressive, durability, good durability, can handle rough, thrash them around in the shallows and all that sort of stuff. Pretty expensive, they're a bit more of an investment. Good for the intermediate to advanced free divers. That's the beautiful thing, is if you do invest in some good fins, then they'll take you through for like nearly, a good 6-7 years. I think I've had these ones for about 7 years. So, it's a bit of a toss up. And when you get the good ones, you're sort of more available to push outside your comfort zone and explore different places, blah, blah, blah. Plastic ones, basic stuff, shallow water stuff. Tough, thrash them, throw them around, chuck them on the truck. They won't break. Yeah, budget friendly, beginners, pool training and stuff like that. All good. All right. Let's drop into some equalizing. Oh, sorry. I'm just checking the chats now. Tony Lee, where do you purchase these ones? You mean the composite blades, Tony? That's what you're meaning, eh? The fiberglass blades, the Riku blades. You can get them from, yeah, you can get them from place called you can get them from a place called Ocean Hunter online. There's a website online, plenty of different places. I'm going to have to talk to some of these places as well because I know that Bro Wes was mentioning we could get some sponsorship deals or something. Maybe get you fellas a bit of a discount or something. Okay, I'll contact them tomorrow and we'll see what we can work out. See if we can get some discounts for you fellas. That would be the ideal. You know who I'd really love to get some discount sponsorship from? The brother Aquatic Rehab. He's just made these epic suits. He's an absolute legend too. He's got really good quality gear. But we'll see. Okay, yeah. Hey, Jay, we're gonna talk about wetsuits next week, my brother. Kapai. We're gonna drop into wetsuits because that's a bit of a whole wānanga in itself. And we're gonna talk about the dive, your weight belt too, because that's a very important thing as well. You know, the wetsuit and your weight belt. Okay. 3mm suit. Yeah, you'll get away with it for till about March, April. You'll get away with it till about April-ish. April, May, June. Unless you're like the brother on the West Coast in shorts all winter surfing, eh? The brother Wes winting surfing through the whole year. And the lake gets pretty cold too. The lake gets pretty cold too, Jay. The lake gets pretty cold too. Yeah. Different diving, Roger. Okay. So let's drop into some equalizing before we start rounding our 5mm is the one, brother. 5mm. We'll drop into some equalizing, okay? I want you fellas to just practice this throughout the week as well. You can do it anywhere at mahi, wherever you are. So the technique that we're doing is called Frenzel equalization. Okay? Frenzel equalization. This is the flash term for it. Fine. You can go away and do all your research on YouTube anyway as well after this if you need to or you want to. Just go and have a wānanga about it. But what we're going to do is you're going to pinch your nose. Before you pinch your nose, okay, we're going to all do it together. Before you pinch your nose, you're going to do a t sound, okay? It sounds like this. So I'm blowing out and I'm placing the top of my tongue on the roof of my mouth. Okay, so I'm building up pressure in my mouth before I release and making a sound. All right. Okay. The next step is that you pinch your nose and then you do the sound, but you should feel the pressure build and then pop in your ears. Let me know if your ears don't pop. Raise your hand if your ears didn't pop. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, kind of, Jay. Okay, Kiri. So another technique, okay, so your ears didn't pop. Another technique is blowing out through your nose like this. Just blowing out through your nose and then pinch your nose and blow. Yeah, that's better, eh? Anyone still having trouble? Joe, pop. Awesome. Jamal, yes, brother, ask away. Oh, yeah, the second one worked.
I used to have a problem with, I don't know if it was because of my mask, but sometimes I'd get pressure come out of the over here in my eye.
Where are you? Let me have a look.
Just over here out of my must have come out of my sinuses or something.
Okay. Okay.
Like it's sweet doing it not in the water, but underwater it happens sometimes.
Interesting. So the pressure comes out through your eye.
Yeah, I can go like this.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll have to squeeze on my mask a bit.
Okay, just to stop the pressure coming out here.
Yeah.
Interesting. That reminds me of when sometimes when you I don't know if when you were a kid and you can snort up milk and then it comes out.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't know how
Yeah,
to.
we'll just have to play around with it, brother.
Yeah, nah, all good. Sweet. Thank
Wicked. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. One did, one didn't. Jay, same again, sorted. Okay, awesome, awesome. So just to be clear, everyone has equalized successfully. Kapai, yep, awesome, 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 wicked, awesome. Okay. Now, that is super important, okay? When we're diving underneath the ocean, when we're building atmospheric pressure is building on our head, and the ocean is squeezing all of the little air passageways in our body. I don't know if you've ever taken a drink bottle underneath the surface of the water and it just begins to crunch, and then it shoots up and fires out of the water. That's what's happening to all the air spaces inside of our body. Our lungs really literally they just start compressing. But we'll get a opportunity to practice that stuff in the pool and at the lake. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be so cool. When you are equalizing, okay, you equalize as soon as you leave the surface. All right. Soon as you leave the surface, you take your big breath, okay? Hold your nose, go down, and just start equalizing every 1 to 2 meters, all right? Every 1 to 2 meters. As you begin to descend, say you're descending down to 10 meters, you should be equalizing like 3 or 4 times, all right? And you need to make sure that your sinuses are clear. Another reason why you don't want to be hungover or anything like that, okay? Right on, whānau. We're coming to the end of our class. It's been an awesome session. 10 past 8. So tomorrow I'm going to send you fellas a PDF with tomorrow you're going to get an email with a PDF with the training for the pool, okay? Pool training guide. You're also going to get tutorial videos. Okay, I'm going to go down to the pool. I'm going to film all the proper technique so that when you receive it, you see it and you can just copy and paste. You just get in there and you just do what you see, okay? And then we're going to send that through in the email as well so you can see what to do. And we're also, throughout these 6 weeks, we're creating a guidebook. So all of the information that I'm sharing with you fellas now is going to be my darling, my beloved's going to do some magical tapping on the computer and going to turn it into an awesome guidebook so that after the program, you fellas can look back at all the different classes and you guys got all that information there, okay? Awesome. Okay, and the Facebook group, please. Facebook group, you need to check your emails, have a look in your emails. And the link is in the Facebook group, my love. The link is in the email. Yes. The link is in the email to go to the Facebook group. A few of you fellas are already on there at the moment. I've already let you fellas in. But the group is going to be an awesome place to share progression, share videos, pool session stuff, connect in gear sharing, someone's got spare gear that they can bring or do something like that. It's just going to be our kind of like our hub where we can connect in and communicate with each other. Yep. And payment plans, please, if you haven't already set up your payment plan, please go, and the link is in the email for that as well. Okay, all the links are in the email, whānau. And also for so tomorrow you fellas are going to get that email. All right, it's going to be packed with a whole bunch of different links and things like that. My suggestion in terms of your pool training sessions is twice a week. Okay. Who's based in Gizzy? Paul, Tahira, Kiri. Yeah. And I don't think anyone else was no, Tony, no. We'll be in contact, brothers, and we'll suss out a time when to meet at the pools, all right? We'll sort out a day that works for all of us. Oh, sorry, Tracy. Yeah, sorry, Tracy. Sorry, Tracy. I didn't see your hand there. Aroha mai. Yeah, we'll sort out a day when we can all meet at the pool, and we'll go through all these training sessions together. Zach, where were you again, brother? Currently.
People can go with their kids or
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah. Yeah. I know the brother Wes is over on the West Coast. Yep. Where were you, Zach?
Oh, I'm in Wellington.
Wellington. Okay.
Yeah.
No one else in here is from Wellington, eh?
Nah, all alone.
Have you got a little crew down there or something? Got a
Oh,
mate?
yeah, potentially, yeah.
Yeah. Because I want you fellas to do these training sessions with a mate if you can, okay?
Yeah.
Wrangle up a mate, see if he's keen, couple of mates, whatever that looks like. So
Sweet.
Kapai, Wellington, brother Wes, go down with the kids or something, maybe. Or no, you really need, like, if you can find someone over there who's confident, who wants to learn how to do some diving as well, that would be the best. Have you got anyone in mind? I can reach out in the community as well. I'll reach out to the community if you need some support in that space. Yeah, awesome. Jay and Bex, you're in Taupo. Yeah. You folks can connect up, link up, do some training together in the lake, or whatever that looks like, or connect in with a little rōpū, create a little group or something. Up to you fellas. Hey. And then Joe, Tony, where are you from? Where are you going, Tony? Oh yeah, Jay's going to reach out to Bex. Cool.
We'll create a group chat on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll create a group chat too, so we can keep in touch. Jamal, I know you're up in Whangarei, eh? Oh, you're in Manawa too. Yeah, okay. Joe. Auckland. Manawa too. Auckland. Whangarei. Yeah. Okay, you fuzz. Reach out. If you need support to reach out for someone else who you need to go diving with, let me know. And I'll reach out to the community of Aotearoa and we'll find some people who are keen to come and connect in with you fellas, okay? Yeah. Okay. Got heaps of bros. Awesome. Shot Jamal. Tony, let me know. Joe, let me know. And we'll reach out to the community and get some dive buddies happening. Awesome. Okay. Right on, whānau. I'm going to open the space for questions and answers. If you've got any questions, fire them away now. Unmute your thing if you've got a question or you want to ask something. And if there's no questions, if there's no questions, then feel free to. Oh, Jamal, did you want to share something?
Oh, I just had a question about the masks. You had the two masks on the slide.
Yep.
And would you recommend one over the other? You had the one with the full, like the glass was full. You had the one that was kind of split between the two eyes.
Yeah. They're both good. You know, that one with the glass that's full, you get pretty good range of view. But even the other one is good as well. They're both good masks. So whichever one you choose, just the only main thing that you don't want to do is get one of those masks with the purge valve in the nose. It needs to be a silicone nose. Yep.
Yes, bro. Thank you.
All good, brother.
So I would like to share something about the mask because the one that is black in the middle. Oh, is it echoing by the way? I don't know.
Yeah, let me just mute myself.
So it pressed on my nose bone here. So after 10 minutes of diving, it hurts crazy. So I need to buy the other one that's like full. So I think it also depends on how it feels on your face because the mask sucks into your face and yeah, I just get like it feels like a bruise here. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a bit, and it requires you to find your pressure as well. You know how tight you need to put it. But I found that real hard pressure on the front here was mainly with the wetty mask. I get that a lot with the wetty mask. Okay. Yeah. But this Cressy one is really good. Doesn't put any pressure on my forehead at all. Ka pai. Okay, awesome whānau. We're going to go around the rōpū and just share one of your highlights, what you've learned today, what you're taking away, and yeah, that's it. Just share what your highlight is for the day. Ka pai, we'll start with you, Brother Zach.
My one was probably just meeting everyone and then also thinking about the moana as a person rather than just as like the ocean, trying to connect with it more.
Kia ora, brother. Awesome. Mauri ora.
Oh, one thing I was gonna say before I messaged into the chat, but I think I just sent to someone individually. But with those fins, you can buy fins with the pockets that you can change the blades.
Yeah.
So if you go down the dive shop and get like if you know down the line you might want to buy Roku blades or Weddy blades or
That's
whatever,
right.
you can make sure you get a foot pocket that's compatible, and then you can splash out later.
That's right. Yeah. Thanks for that input, brother. That's exactly right. You can fork out for a cheaper set of free diving fins, is what they're called, the longer ones, and you can swap them out later on down the line if you want to. You got to make sure that you get the ones that are interchangeable though, because some of the freediving fins, like Rob Allen ones, actually like glued into the pocket. So if you're going to go and invest in it, don't be shy to send me a message. All right, if you're going to go and invest in some good fins or something, just send me a message and just check in. Hey, bro, is this a good fin? I'll let you know. Okay. Thank you, brother Zach. Who do you want to pass it to?
We'll go to Wes.
Kia ora, bro. Thanks, brother Zach. Kia ora, Simon and Ra. The biggest lesson for me tonight was the equalizing as soon as you go down. Like I've always had a bad habit of waiting till there's pain or pressure. So that's just like a simple thing that no one's ever told me, that I've never known. And it's one of those weird things where you just do it yourself, and then for some reason you think that's normal. But it's way off the mark.
Yeah.
So that was a big highlight. Mauri ora, brother. Thank you.
Kia ora, brother. Mauri ora. Who are you giving it to?
I'll hand over to Vipul.
Vipul.
Kia ora. Yeah, I kind of will echo Zach said. It was really good to meet everybody today and kind of just get excited about the course. I think the thing I really connected to the idea of the moana as a person too. I thought that was a really great way to think about things. But I think the one that was really helpful to think about the foot pockets rather than the fins, because not only I found that the ones with just when you mentioned that, not only getting
caught on things. They also just don't feel the ones that just clip in oftentimes slip a lot. And I think when you talk about being comfortable underwater, that was really thinking through that and just really thinking about how to be the most comfortable to take away that extra stress that comes when you're
absolutely
equipment. So kia ora. And I'll pass it to Jamal.
Oh, cheer, yo. So one of the things that I learned tonight was the thing with putting saliva into your your mask. The reason why with the proteins in it, which was pretty cool to. Yeah, I always just thought oh yeah, I got told you just spit in your mask, cause so that was a pretty cool little thing I learned.
Choice, brother.
Cheer.
Who you giving?
Oh yeah, I'll pass the I'll go to Tony Lee.
Oh, cool. Here we go. Yeah, I really liked just speaking about being comfortable, the importance of being comfortable in the gear. And I just kind of like, and you spoke about like, you know, being sharp, like the fish. And it's kind of like, it just felt like there was this, you know, this pretty cool transformation that was going to happen as soon as you start putting all the gear on. And then, you know, you turn into this kind of different, you know, sea monster. Tani wha, but yeah, no, so that was like my highlight. Kind of just, I was like, ooh, yeah, really cool. Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Who you giving it to? Who you giving it to?
Oh yeah, and I'll pass it over to Kiri.
Kiri.
Yeah, kia ora Tony Lee. Kia ora brother Ra, Simone.
Kia ora, brother.
Kia ora tēnā tātou e te whānau, ko Kiri ahau. Nā uri o nā tā manu hiri, rawa ko nā te kahununu. I just want to say, probably the biggest thing for me out of the lesson tonight is I'm getting a little bit better and getting into these Zooms. I'm not tech savvy on it, so I've actually been sitting here for about half an hour waiting to get in, and somehow I've just pressed the button and then voila, it's just jumped on. So yeah, I don't want my for being a bit late.
Oh, good, my brother.
There's a few gems that I've heard tonight, so and some of the fun I've already touched on it, but for me, biggest thing is just the fins side of things, because I don't have the carbons because of how expensive they are. But it's one thing that I'm looking forward to upgrading before this trip over the Taupo. So although I have the plastic side of ones, but yeah, I just don't move, so it'd be awesome to feel the difference between the carbons and see just kind of level up to that, which will help my arsenal in the water anyway. So yeah, kia ora whānau. Who am I going to pass the rākau over to? Brother Joe. Kia ora, Brother Joe.
Kia ora, Brother Kiri. Mauri ora, brother.
Mauri ora, brother.
Brother Joe.
Cheers.
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh yeah. Hey, yeah, it was nice meeting everyone tonight. Kind of look forward to hanging out with these guys and over the next 6 weeks, and yeah, really looking forward to getting away with you for a couple of nights and hanging out with you, and yeah. Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers, Brother Joe. Kia ora, brother. Ngā mihi. Who you handing it to?
Oh, we'll just hand it back to Simone.
Simone.
Yeah.
Cowboy.
All right. What I learned is what really got to me was when you said the ocean is for everybody a different experience. So it's just a reflection of your reality. And that's just so awesome that the ocean that has that kind of power. that we are, even though we're all learning the same things, everyone will experience something unique to them. So it's just a reflection of our inner world or whatever our challenges are or whatever you have to learn. So that's just awesome and deep. I love the depth of these kind of things. So yeah, thank you.
Kia ora. Kia ora. Who are you handing it to, my love?
Bex.
Bex.
I really enjoyed just learning about the different types of equalizing, also the effect of your equalizing as you go down. That was new. Even the burning of the lenses, that was a new one. That was quite fuzzy. I've heard of the spitting and the toothpaste, but not the burning. That was quite something different.
Maori ora sis. Maori ora. Who you
I'll
hand?
pass it. Who's left?
Tracy, Joe, Tahira.
Yeah, I'll pass it.
Was that to Tahira?
Oh, to Jay, sorry.
Oh, to Jay. Okay, cool.
Thank you, Bex. I'm pretty glad that there's someone else in Topol that potentially I can team up with and go in the lake. That sounds great idea.
Awesome.
Though I'm away for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the visualizing the moana as a person, and actually the next bit of that was to create a relationship with it. And the equipment, the equipment rundown. Pretty much most points really you made, Rob, had gold in them. Thank you, and good to meet everybody.
Yeah, Maori ora wala. Ngā mihi. Who are you handing to? Who are you handing to, Jay?
Go to Tahira.
Tahira.
Kia ora, bro. Thank you. Yeah, just reiterating what a lot of people have said. Just learning that, like, to recognize the awa as a being. I'm thinking like tangaro, and trying to like acknowledge that and honor that. And just hearing that really confirms my want to be a part of this kaupapa as well. Like if I'm able to make peace with the awa, then I can find that peace in myself. So yeah, that really confirms me, and I'm happy that that's what is kind of ingrained in this workshop. So kia ora, bro. Thank you, brother.
Kia ora, brother. Kia ora. Who we got?
Who's left?
Tracy?
Tracy? Yeah, let's go, Tracy.
Sorry. Not that tech savvy on Zoom either. Everything you guys said, but everything you covered on the free class as well and tonight gives me hope that I can conquer my fear of going under deep water. Yeah. I think 1 or 2 meters I'll be right, but I think any more than that, I'm probably gonna freak out. But everything you've covered is sort of giving me, I think I can embrace everything and do it.
Maori ora, sis. Maori ora.
And cool to meet everyone.
Yeah, kia ora. Maori ora, sis. Tony, did you go? Did Tony go? Oh yeah, Tony's already been too. That's everyone. Okay, well, my highlight tonight was connecting in with you amazing, incredible, beautiful, powerful beings. It was, I really resonate with the not tech savvy sort of journey, because I'm only here because of that person over there in that other box. It's really just elevated and just brought that other element to being able to provide the service. And just as the brother Wes says, what is not offered cannot be received. Hey, brother, I love that quote, bro. If anyone's gonna, please, can you take this quote with you on your journey from here on out? What is not offered cannot be received. Okay, if you've got a magical gift, if you've got something that that is in your passion, or something that's just lingering in the background, in the shadows, when you're at home, you might pull out the guitar, next minute you're an amazing singer. Just put it out there, whānau, and continue to step outside the comfort zone, because there's so much beautiful mauri and aroha and growth and richness in life when you do. So Mauri ora whānau, ngā mihi nui aroha. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful evening. You can all unmute your thingies and yell out, "See you later, whānau. We love you all."
Thank you.
Te whānau.
Yeah,
Whānau.
nice to meet
Night.
you.
See you next Tuesday. And
In the Facebook.
in the Facebook group.
Whānau.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.